Prince Harry could put himself on collision course with the British people over his upcoming tell-all bombshell memoir, a royal editor suggested. As the new king, Charles is part of the country's identity. Any criticism leveled at the monarch is also swipe at the country, Robert Jobson said. Author and royal editor Robert Jobson told Sky News, "My feeling is that since Charles has become king, there's a lot more empathy with him. The role of king is so different from being the heir to the throne. We will all see a hit of ownership in that. The king is part of our national identity. If you start criticizing your king, you're also criticizing the country. And I don't think this is going to go down too well for Harry. It would be a different story if the Queen was still alive, she's not. And I think this big mistake is going forward with it." Asked how King Charles will feel about Harry's book, author and royal editor Robert Jobson said, "There are lots of other things that Harry's been doing that aren't particularly charming in the last year or so. It's not going to be easy. It's coming directly from the inside. We won't have as big as this Morton's Diana true story, which was from the inside. Whatever he says, he's going to have to take ownership of it. Even if there's a subtle criticism, which there clearly is because we saw that in the Oprah interview with the way he was talking about his father, it's not going to go down too well," Mr. Jobson added. Since the announcement of his book, speculations have swirled around Prince Harry's bombshell memoir and the potential attacks against the royal family. With news his book will be titled Spare, a loaded reference to his position as the younger brother of the heir to the throne, royal commentators have raised concerns about the damaging allegations it might contain. The title of the book sets a resentful tone from the start, commentator Niall Gardner told Express.co.uk. It will likely not be one that will be full of hope and aspiration. Rather it will be a book filled with a lot of rage, and the title is a reflection of that anger. This is going to be an angry and bitter book. It can do a great deal of damage to the royal family. This book could be the publishing equivalent of a grenade being thrown into Buckingham Palace," Mr. Gardner added. The memoir, initially slated to hit shelves in autumn 2022, will arrive on January 10th at the height of the winter season, at a time when many Britons are struggling to make ends meet. Part of the difficulty, not just for Prince Harry but anyone writing a memoir from a position of wealth and privilege, is this is going to be coming out, particularly in Britain, in the middle of a cost of living crisis and what could be a really tough winter, royal author Gareth Russell told Royally US. It might not land as sympathetically as it might have at a more prosperous time. Prince Harry's tell-all book will cover with raw, unflinching honesty moments from in and outside his life in the royal family, ranging from his dedication to service to the joy he found at becoming a husband and father.